bringing news that matters to you. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition.
Welcome back. The Free National Movement is in a rebuilding phase. Well, this according to a local member of parliament who says going forward you can expect a more energized and aggressive opposition. According to newcomer to politics, Member of Parliament for East Grand Bahama Peter Turnquest, the Free National Movement may be small in numbers, but they are working hard to keep the government accountable. But there are those within the FNM's base who question whether or not they are doing enough as the opposition.
One of the things that I would ask the public to do is to have a little bit of patience with us, because there are only three of our members that are returning members, and so the other four of us, actually four are existing and three are brand new. And as we come up to speed, I think that you will start to see a more aggressive opposition. The reality is that this is the first year, and as we get our feet under us in terms of the new roles and responsibilities that we have, we're coming up to speed.
But he also admits that they are also allowing the government to do the things they say they would do.
We're coming up on the first-year anniversary, and at that time we will start to shift into a new mode and start to hold them accountable for the things that they promised the Bahamian people that they would do, not only in the 100-day challenge, but also in terms of the overall agenda that they put forward to the Bahamian people.
Turnquest also talked about his allegiance to the FNM's party leader, Hubert Minnis, and notes that he supports the direction of the FNM.
We support our leader 100%. Dr. Minnis is not the kind of person that is a rah-rah, in-your-face kind of person. He is a lot more methodical and strategic in the way that he is trying to get things done. We are very much in a rebuilding phase. Looking at the things that went wrong, looking at the things that we need to fix. And we are in that process of building the party structure and getting ready to relaunch our focus.
While careful to say that he doesn't want to preempt the leader, Turnquest says the party is now in a consultative phase.
We're hearing from not only our supporters but from the Bahamas on what they would like to see from an FNM government, and once we have completed that consultation process, we'll be in a position to present to the Bahamian public the way forward from our point of view.
The Independence Committee wraps up the Tell Us Town meetings in High Rock tonight. The meetings gave residents throughout the country the opportunity to give an input on who should be recognized as unsung heroes during the 40th anniversary of independence. Co-chairman Peter Adderley says this Friday the committee begins a lecture series in which the stories of two great men will be told by those who knew them best.
Lyndon's son, attorney Obi Pinling, and the young reporter that traveled with Sir Lyndon throughout the world during his reign, the Honorable Obi Welchcombe, who's now Minister of Tourism and Member of Parliament for Western and Bimini, they will tell the story of Sir Lyndon. And Harvey Tynes is a former law partner and personal friend of Sir Cecil Wallace Whitfield. He will tell the story of Sir Cecil. Businessman and community activist in the West End community, Mr. Hilton Bowleg, will speak to the impact that the life of Sir Cecil and Sir Lyndon has had on the history of Grand Bahama.
Now, Adderley is inviting the community, particularly young people, to attend this forum and to reflect and be educated on the life of these two giants.
In the Bahamas, you normally get half of the story under the tree, a little bit of it on the porch, arguments and debates in bar rooms, but to get those persons who've been closest to our national heroes to take the stage and tell us the stories, I think it's really a one-time memorable occasion, and we're asking Grand Bahama to take advantage of this opportunity during our 40th anniversary of independence.
Now, the lecture series is set for 7 p.m. at the St. Mary Magdalene Church in West End. And finally, in news tonight, today, millions around the globe celebrated World Down Syndrome Day. Here on Grand Bahama, a local organization is doing its part to create awareness on this condition. President of the Grand Bahama Down Syndrome Society, Wendy Hanna.
People with Down syndrome, their families, friends, teachers, co-workers, and supporters will be celebrating across the globe. Celebrated on the 21st day of the third month of the year. The date is symbolic of the third copy of the 21st chromosome that characterizes Down syndrome. It is the most common chromosomal condition. Join the Grand Bahama Down Syndrome Society in celebrating the value, acceptance, and inclusion of people with Down syndrome.
She says on Saturday, May 11th, the Grand Bahama Committee will host a buddy walk and is encouraging the community to show up and support this event.
So often, it is not until we are personally affected by an issue that we become aware of the needs that are present right here in our own community. So the committee felt this would be the perfect opportunity to bring some attention to these issues in a relaxed but energized atmosphere. One of the additional goals of the Grand Bahama Down Syndrome Society is to also form a register of people on the island who are affected by Down syndrome, so this will also take place at the event. Registration forms will be available in the coming weeks, so of course we will be appealing to the entire Grand Bahama community to register. If any churches, corporations, civic groups, or schools want to register as a group, that is, of course, also welcomed.
Well, for more information on Down syndrome and upcoming events, you can visit the organization's website at www.gbdownsyndrome.com. Well, that's a look at stories making news. Stay with us. Megan Shepard joins us next with sports.